Hey everybody, how's it going? Lots of manufacturers talk about safety and security and potential for injury and explosions when discussing why right to repair is a bad thing. It's one of the reasons that I feel part of my job as an advocate in right to repair, besides petting my adorable kitten, is also to remind people of how our country used to work. We take pride in working on our own personal property, and we used to have, I believe, a much higher tolerance for risk and danger than we have now. I remember when I was a kid, and there was no problem with me playing outside on the block and riding my bike around and doing all this outside play, and my parents didn't really have to know where I was, and I just kind of look at how people think about that today, and how I don't think that a lot of the elements that I found fun in my childhood would exist today in many households because they just look at that and like, no way I would let that happen. I think it's not just in one area like repair. I think it's a societal trend that companies have figured out that they can monetize. What do I mean by that? Well, one of the things I keep trying to bring into the minds of the senators and assembly people I speak with is that we used to take pride in encouraging people to work on their own personal property. Far more dangerous than a cell phone. When people talk about magtrometers and microwaves exploding, talk about the battery in the phone and the fires and the security and the chance of injury and loss of life and blah, 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 it's important for me to bring up this AutoZone commercial called I Did It. Because that AutoZone commercial shows people who've clearly never worked on a car before taking great pride in the fact that they worked on their car seemingly for the first time and got this 4,000-pound hunk of metal that can go 70 miles an hour to work again using their own two hands. We not only allow that legally, we encourage that. That AutoZone commercial has an individual that works for AutoZone congratulating the customer and in trying to instill confidence in them. You can do this when he sells them that part for their car. Yet, for some reason, when it comes to something as basic as swapping a battery in a cell phone, we are now supposed to just buy this concept that that's way too dangerous. No, that can't be done. I'm not saying that we should go back to the 20s and 30s and 40s where you can see those people working on the Empire State Building, no safety precautions, just like lying like this, on the 100th floor, where if they just got a little bit dizzy, they're dead. I'm not saying that we should go back to not having seatbelts on cars. I'm not saying that we should have lead in the paint or asbestos in the flooring materials. But what I'm saying is that we have to watch out when companies try to pretend they care about our safety and security, when caring about that safety and security really kind of tapping in to that decreased tolerance we have for risk and danger is a means for them to cloak their desire to make more money by removing our freedoms. Because yeah, they say they care about our safety and security, but in reality, they really just kind of care about selling you a new one and making you more money. Now, it just so happens that those two things coincide, but we really care about your safety. No, you don't. The most disgusting example of this that I saw that seems to be a genuine Men in Black style little red thing to try to make you forget the freedoms that we had in this country and the risks that we're totally comfortable taking comes from this battery commercial that I saw from LG. And it genuinely made me sick watching this commercial. It made me happy that the LG monitors that I had purchased and the phone that I bought were used secondhand, so LG was not directly making any money from me, and it makes me kind of cements that until they undo stuff like this, I'm just not spending money with them ever again. It's one thing to make a lesser bearable product. That is aggravating, but whatever. But it's another to try to condition the hearts and the minds of the people that you're selling things to relinquish their desire for freedom and to scare them using garbage. That's what this ad does. I'd like to play it and then walk you through why it pisses me off step by step.
Handling a bare cell places you at risk of severe injury. Don't buy it. Don't sell it. Stay safe.
All right, so let's go over this step by step. So from the very beginning of this commercial, they're priming you that there's something dangerous is about to happen. That there's, some terrorist that's going to jump out from behind your bathroom door and shoot you. From the quick changes in the camera angles to what they're typing in. And he also happens to use the very similar countdown clock that they used in 24. So it seems like they're going for that 24 Jack Bauer-like aesthetic with the beginning of this piece. So now what they do over here is they have the person that is handing you the box in view, but the focus has that person out of focus, and also you can't see their face. So the combination of not being able to see the face of the delivery person and also the delivery person being out of focus is being done there to prime you to believe that that person is dangerous. Do not trust your FedEx man. Do not trust your UPS person. Do not trust your postwoman, because she's gonna bring you a bomb. Well, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to buy this shit? You have what? You have a different person who delivers batteries, who's all sinister, who's kind of, you're painting him like he's this drug dealer that sells M16s on the black market to kids that are gonna do school shootings or something. That's the person that delivers my batteries when I buy them from eBay, not my normal UPS driver that delivers my cat food, not my normal postwoman that delivers my gas bill. Really? Before you actually see what's inside, the way that they have the camera looking down but zoomed in on the box as the tape is unraveling from it, it's priming you and really trying to prepare you to believe that what is inside this box is a bomb. It will explode. It will kill you and your kittens. Another thing I think is worth pointing out is how they're kind of low-key dissing vapors, in my opinion here. You see the guy that's right as he's about to enjoy his vape. The lights are dark behind him. You can't see his eyes. He's with that kind of stoic but also Jack Bauer-ish face on him as he prepares his vape and uses it. And this is not a real situation. This is completely artificially concocted from the minds of the producers that were most likely told, make this as scary as possible. The reason I bring up every detail is because every detail is put there to try and manipulate your emotions so you feel a certain way. It's the difference between watching a proper documentary and watching a documentary where they have some sort of evil strings music play in the background when the person that's supposed to be the villain shows up. Because true documentary, something that's actually trying to inform you, does not try to manipulate your emotions using all of this background production garbage that you see in this commercial here. Okay, firstly, how many of you actually buy 18650s that have that type of tearing on them? Secondly, how many times have you seen a battery with that type of tearing on it actually affect the internal composition of the cell? And C, how many people will buy a battery, get it new, see that it is damaged, and then continue using it? This is a ridiculously implausible scenario. Oh, I just bought a battery that's supposed to be new. Oh, it looks like this thing is fucked to shit. Oh, let me just plug it in and put it right up to my face anyway. No, that's not how society works. We're not that dumb.
Handling a bare cell places you at risk of severe injury.
This is the worst manipulative part of the commercial, because they're showing you footage. Some of this footage is from a Samsung Note 7 that went on fire, not because somebody tried to replace their own battery, but because it was manufactured poorly from the start. So the manufacturer put something together improperly so that it explodes. And then they make a commercial showing you that the user replacing their own battery could lead to this explosion. But this explosion did not occur because a user did anything wrong. This is the only thing that user did wrong is trust the company that made the product to put it together in a safe manner. Find me examples of this occurring because of an independent repair shop replacing a battery. Find me examples of this occurring on a regular basis from people that buy batteries off eBay. I dare you. Repair is a $3 to $4 billion business every year in this country. And you're going to tell me that this happens every single day as a result of people fixing their own phones. Really? Really now? Vapes just exploding like on a regular basis. Cell phones just going pop, pop, pop to the point where I don't even want to sit next to someone on a subway because I'm afraid that it's it's going to go on fire. No, the burden of proof is on you to A, show the chain of custody in every single one of these devices, B, tell us what happened to each and every one of these devices, show that this actually happened as a result of repair and not as a result of a manufacturer fucking something up, and 3, put it into motherfucking context. You're going to show us how many devices are fixed every year, how many devices are sold every year, and how many videos of this you have. Put that in the text of your commercial, or shut the fuck up. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something.
Don't buy it. Don't sell it. Stay safe.